Well, my Delta 8 thing ran out of batteries and I gotta charge it, so while I wait, may as well make another video, a follow up to the last one. That one was just to explain the general principle, but let's just nitpick it a little for fun. God damn it, bedtime mode. I just turned gray and I don't like it. Alright, there we go. I like my lifelike colors. Shit going on. So some of you might be like, Lordy McLorderton, really? It's not a sin for him to bury his dead child? To play with his life like that, to play God? And it's like, listen, I'm not some sort of unfeeling goddamn robot. I recognize that if you're a parent and there is a finite, non zero chance of resurrecting your loved one fully without consequence, you don't know for sure that there's going to be consequences. You don't know for sure he's going to be evil. And you're so dedicated. You're willing to tamper with forces you don't understand and take risks to get it done. I mean, yeah, it's foolhardy, but it's fucking touching, you know? Like I said, I'm not a robot, so I mean, fucking proceed. No sin there, you know? You just care a lot. It's made you know, you're real dedicated to this resurrecting your loved one project, you know? It's really touching. I'll let it go. Geez, Ray, do you have another separate vape just in case the first one runs out of batteries? And does it have magic symbols carved on it? No, you're drunk. Mind your business. What the fuck was I talking about again? Jeez, why is my memory getting so poor at the moment? I don't know if you realize this, but when you're an unspeakably ancient hyperintelligence, like so much smarter than any other thing, it's immensely fun to act and sometimes legitimately be motherfucking stupid. It's hilarious. It's hilarious in dimensions you can't conceive of. So, I mean, so yeah, you get a pass on burying the kid. And then it's like, wait, you said like bring him back as a test subject to talk about the resurrection process to streamline. Yeah, well, the thing is, okay, you tried to resurrect him with no consequences. You took your chances and you lost. Well, it's time to make lemons out of lemonade, son. Like, what are you gonna do? Kill him just because he's had some personality changes? Lock him up, you know. At least try to get a win from this loss. Don't experiment on other people, because at this point you've definitely concluded that that is bad. But I mean, something that can bring back dead things. I mean, if it, like if it's things that without a spirit, then they can't come back evil, and you've got like more organic life than you had, and then you can purpose that toward things. You could possibly solve world hunger. Yeah, I mean I mean you could, yeah, I mean like you could take out people's dead kidneys, bury them, and you know dig them up, and then put those in. If you got evil kidneys, what are they gonna do? Make your piss smell a little weird? I can live with that, more than I can live without a kidney for sure. I'm it's a, I'm God. I respect people trying to make things better, trying to harness things for productive purpose. It's an admirable quality. I mean, yeah, you guys are always shitheads about it, but in this particular instance, you know, you tried to resurrect the son. He came back evil, but I mean, there's still potential gains as long as you don't bury things with souls that can turn evil. Dead crops. Oh man, it's just you gotta harness that shit if you find it just sitting around somewhere. You gotta at least try. I don't like a give up attitude on shit. By the way, I also make allowances for straight up human stupidity. This cat, I mean, yeah, it gave a lot of signs that you shouldn't be burying complex life capable of complex behavior, or that complex behavior might just be complex asshole behavior directed toward you because this cat, he was a more or less normal cat, but then he specifically had it out for Lewis, where normal cats have it out for everybody, so it was really noticeable. No, I mean, this cat went out of its way to be an asshole. It's like, it's obvious that it's not some slight mood change. It's not like a slight change in its disposition. It specifically hates Lewis, which kind of should have been his hint that if you want something to not hate you, don't resurrect it. But hey, man, still, cat's not a human. Now, I remember the guy that told him about the pet cemetery, he said, "It's your cat now, Lewis." And he's right about that. Before that point, it was God's cat. It's just like, hey, this cat, just another one of God's shitty, obstreperous creations. What can you do? But then it died at its appointed time by truck. Lewis, that second life is on you. I'm just specifying, none of this is real, obviously. But if it was, I mean, the delegation of responsibility for the cat lives is very clear. I mean, I'd say that Lewis's major sin was burying this kid and not camping out above the gravesite, very alert, and thoroughly observing this child after it's risen from death for signs of evil. That's like basic fucking responsibility. It's unfucking believable. I don't remember what the story reason for him not doing that, but that is unforgivably negligent after the observation of the cat and its behavior. Because now you've got like a fucking ambulatory small human. If it's evil, it can do more than a cat. And then like burying a full-sized adult, like that's the sinfulest shit ever. So, as usual, the human jumped from irresponsible decisions to the sin. Because, you gotta make the irresponsible decisions in order to not learn from them, and you have to not learn from things in order to sin. Because that is what sin is, a failure to recognize that which hurts you and stop hurting yourself with it. Having self respect. That's what it's all about, said the Lord. Got a bad case of Lord head going on. Oh, it's lost the luster of my youth. It looks like a pile of hay on my head. Oh, oh, the ravages of age. Speaking of which, I better probably go to bed since I got up early and still kind of congested. Toodles.